Today's video is brought to you by Hex Gaming. Let me ask you a question. Do you need that competitive edge in that first-person shooter, third-person shooter? Are you just getting straight clapped by the competition? Or how about that raid in that console MMO? Do you need something to give you some ease for your next cooldown, make your rotation a little bit simpler? You need some customizable buttons? Or do you just want a flashy controller? Visit Hex Gaming today and use promo code TNEC127 to get 5% off anything you order in the Hex Gaming store. That's hexgaming.com. Use promo code TNEC127 at checkout to get yourself a discount. Enjoy the video, guys. Hello gamers and gameheads, what is going on? My name is TNEC127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, welcome to a video I've been wanting to get down with and talk about for a minute. But if you want more Tiny Tina's Wonderlands content here on the channel, guys, let me know by sounding off down in the comments, giving today's video a like and a rating, and if you're new here and you want to learn more about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, subscribe to the channel today. And let's go ahead and talk about it. So, I've been getting asked this just a few times on, on videos I make here and there. Not a ton of people have asked me about this, but will I be playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands? And the answer is yes, guys. I've actually already pre-ordered the game on PS5, and I cannot wait for this game to come out. Now, if you don't know what Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is, it is a game in the Borderlands universe with its own D&D-like spin-off. Let me explain. In the Borderlands universe, there is a board game like D&D called Bunkers and Badasses. This game, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, takes place in that Bunkers and Badasses universe, and even does a lot of things better than some of the Borderlands games, or at least from what I can see from the previews so far. I'm not going to be able to say for sure, till we get our hands on the game and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped for this one. There's some things I do want to share with you guys that I've been reading and seeing on videos online that do make me pretty excited for this game. The first thing is we actually have true character customization in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And from what I know, it's actual character customization. The only thing I'm wondering, because I haven't seen any video mention it, is say, you have a certain class. Like say I want to be the spell shot. And the spell shot is a female wizard. Can I change it to a male or vice versa, and stuff like that? I haven't seen anybody mention that. Whenever they talk about the character creation in every press video I've watched, they always say, you can change the eyes, ears, nose, mouth, yada yada yada. Can you change the gender? That's just the one thing I am generally curious about, because in every Borderlands game, a certain class, you can change their outfit and everything, but they're always stuck at that one specific gender. Like in Borderlands 2, you can only be a male gunzerker, or in Borderlands 3, you can only be a female siren or mage, etc., etc., etc. And a lot of news is being spread about character creation in Wonderlands, sorry. And I'm just wondering, is it going to offer character creation that's, that in depth? Can people finally pick, whatever gender they want to be for certain classes? It's not a big deal. I'm genuinely, just curious about that. Another thing that I find exciting about this one and could make it appeal a lot more to you guys here on my channel is the game's fantasy-like setting. Now, typically Borderlands, straight up, it's a looter shooter. It's, it's kind of the game that, that started this whole looter shooter genre. Before Destiny and a lot of these other, online games like Avengers and Anthem and stuff like that were trying to do this, Borderlands was the original looter shooter, and they've always made a meme about how much loot this game gives, and Borderlands is crazy with loot. Like, you'll never hear somebody complaining about a loot drop in Borderlands unless it's one specific weapon type or gear type that they're after and just farming over and over, because there's so many different drops in the game. It's just hard to get that one specific item. And these games, they always have millions of guns, armor pieces, and stuff like that. And I mean millions, literally. They always make make memes about. So, you know, loot is never a problem in these games, in these games at all. And not to mention, you know, one other thing that has me excited as well is Tiny Tina is probably one of the funniest characters in the Borderlands universe. She's pretty much, you know, like an idol to Borderlands fans now and stuff like that. And actually having a game that's run by her, I think, you know, I just think that's a pretty cool thing. Now, from what I've heard, she's narrating a lot during it. So I don't know if that could be annoying or anything like that. I hope not. I can't picture it. Like when you played her little expansion she had in Borderlands 2, the Dragon Keep one, she was narrating during that too. It wasn't so bad, but we'll see what extent that they take that to here in the Wonderlands game. The one thing I am curious about with Wonderlands is what kind of end game content they're going to do. Now I'm pretty sure they're going to do their typical, you know, add harder trials and the little, you know, like raid bosses and stuff like that they usually add to Borderlands games. We know there's more content coming because there's a bigger version of the game that you can purchase and pre-order that comes with a season pass. So hint, more content is coming for the game. But I'm just curious to see what they do, and I'm really curious with that because, you know, Borderlands is still using that older DLC model, and I'm not saying, you know, every game needs to be a live service or anything like that, but season passes, you know, they're getting a little bit out to date. A lot of developers and games, you know, they drop extra content in games most of the time for free, or, you know, sometimes it's even a small fee. But Borderlands is still using that typical season pass thing, and I'm just curious, you know, to see how much content they plan to deliver in this game while asking people to pay extra. Honestly, guys, I'm really excited about Wonderlands. I've personally pre-ordered already. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it down in the comments below. But anyway, guys, y'all enjoyed today's video and you want more Wonderlands, smash that like button. Like I said before, if you're new here, subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.